Hello, comrades. Did you know there's a coffee minigame on the main menu? I'm bad at it, but... not indicative of the main game. Oh, come on. Welcome to the part of the stream where I struggle to make a cup of coffee. Less pressure. Fuck! God damn it. Fuck it, whatever. Who knew coffee was so hard to make? Alright. Also, one neat thing I noticed is you can find a bunch of music discs all around the... What's the volume slider now? That might have always been there, I was just blind when I was playing the last demo. So since I'm going to upload this as a series, I will, of course, be playing the missions in order. Let's not fuck this up like I did last time. Where's my cat? Look, there's a kitty. I named her Ragnarok. She's asleep on my fucking thing. Alright, this is super straightforward, and I shouldn't fuck it up. Q4, 4-2. Voila! Now I turn around to this handy-dandy machine. What was it? 8. It's 88. I like my numbers precise. Okay, drag that down there. Now we load a shell. I need bearing 85. I learned a neat new trick. Just slam that all the way to there. Keep an eye on it. Was it, 85? You can just grab the wheel. Ignore any damaging groans you may hear. It's fine. The artillery will withstand. I might just need to check the pressure every now and then. This needs to be at, like, 53. See, the pressure's fine. Nothing to worry about. I can do the same with this thing. I need 53. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's getting there. Well, shit. 1, 2, 328. Perfect. Now we confirm our fire mission, or shell type, bearing, elevation, gun arms. Well, the gun's not armed yet. Now it is. I woke my cat up. And the shell will go on its merry way to blow up the enemies of Castille. I'm gonna see if I can cheese the next mission, because I roughly remember where I'm supposed to fire the star shell. Hi, Culture. Ragnarok, watch out. It's fine. Have a good luck, Morgan. Now I go to sleep like nothing ever happened. It wasn't my fault, it was anti-monarchists. Surely. Fire and light. Hi, Hoppa. How you doing? I do have things to do at 10 o'clock tonight, but I'll probably play this for... an hour, maybe? Let's see how far I can get in an hour, and then I'll probably play something else for a bit. Maybe a couple of days of Hellmite, since that was on my schedule, but I just really wanted to play this because it's out. Alright, first things first. Figure out where those are, and then I can figure out the stuff. Get out of the way, Ragnarok. So this should be set up in the right spot, I should make sure. H355. Hi, Darsha. Yep. Okay. Spotter 1 is at... in... God, Ragnarok reminds me of my cat. In real life. Spotter 2 is in P1. Oh, so this is randomly generated. So maybe, well, no, it might not be where I think it'd be. 05. Cool, now I can get rid of that information. Okay. So, my target is bearing 096, is about here. And 031... Whoops. So naturally, I know exactly where my target is. Just grab this grid square, and it's, like, right there. And if we check it with this, as you can see, an HE should be plenty. So, we'll come over here, 65. Or, I mean, sorry, the distance is 13. 13.8. Let's give it 4 powder charges, give it a little oomph. Alright. We need... I gotta close that so I don't fall in the hole. We need bearing 65. So I'll put that about halfway while I go do this. I just have 4 powder charges. Anyway. As you can see, then I have to fix that. But, fucking 65. When I'm probably under, like, a time constraint, which does happen, I maybe don't want to be figuring this out exactly, because an HE shell... Oh, I broke a lot of stuff. How's the pressure? Did I break anything else? Let me check my engine bay down here. Will there ever be a point where I actually have to turn on the engine? That would be kind of cool if it was, but yeah, this is the engine for the ship. I mean, the ship. You know what I mean. There's no vents to worry about down there, though. They're all up here, attached to all of my stuff. So anyway, I need, like... We'll see if that's enough of an arc. One trick I like to do when I'm firing at multiple targets is load both cannons and keep track on my thing here. 38. I need... Wait. Yeah, 39. But then come back down to 24. Alright. And if the bearing is right, then we are good to fire. Ragnarok move. Alright, we'll take a look-see at the table here. Oh no, civilian riots. Alright, another handy-dandy strike. Right here. Okay. So... 1296, so the distance didn't change much. Get rid of that one. This is my new one, right? Yeah. That's... 1296. Why is the arc so different? Oh, probably because of the powder charges, I guess? Well, anyway. Oh, another HE. The bearing doesn't have to change too far, so I can just do that myself. 7, 8. Now we load this bad boy. I'm sure you can, Buppy. It's so fun to watch this load, though. Alright, now... So I need 50, so a little over that. And then whenever it hits 50, I'll just grab it and take whatever damage to the valves that may come. For 9, 50, for 1. Alright, so I got that. The bearing is good. Eight, 9, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. You know, that's just took 31 seconds to hit. I think it was off by a second, though. Alright, if these are the same coordinates I think they are... So I can get rid of these. It might, in fact, not be. Okay. Let's clear all my lines, so I can see what I'm doing. Bearing 254. And distance of 5. It is definitely not the same coordinates that I had before. Because it was 7 kilometers last time. But if we say it's like here, then 3 kilometers, I'm gonna fire it here. And see if I can cheat the system a little. Okay, so, distance is 510. 2 powder charges, calculates. That's an HE. Special. Bearing is gonna be just pick a direction and turn that fucking thing. 334. Now we wait. What'll get there first, I wonder? Me turning this giant machine or 30. Still going. This thing doesn't turn any more to the right, so... Honestly, I probably should have turned it the other way. So, Buffy, aren't you at work? How are you watching me right now? Yeah, I got time. That was almost perfect. See, I know what I'm doing. Now, you see what's gonna happen is, I think I'm smart, and this is not gonna work. Red Shell has a big range, though, so I'm hoping that I hit the palace. God damn it. Okay, the attempt was made. I was just off by a kilometer. No biggie. Just gotta recalculate. A casual kilometer, exactly. Load that. So bearing is 325. Five, 9. I need 2 powder charges. And then we wait for the Then we wait for the cannon to load, then I adjust the elevation, and then we're ready to fire. In the meantime, I can just sit here and I can make sure everything's good to go. So fire missions confirmed, shell type confirmed, bearing confirmed, elevation, working on that. So I'll stop it at like 33. $34... $6. Alright, elevation confirmed, gun armed. My cat is in the way, but... Nothing more casual than a kilometer. There we go. Mission complete. I can go sleep now. That's the engine. Where the fuck am I going? Why are you confused, Bubby? Am I losing my mind, or does all this rotate separate from the top floor? I might be hallucinating or something. Straight vibin'. Alright. Next mission. Liberation. Time for a live... This is no longer an exercise, it's a killing time. Also, look, you can see the legs of the iron nest moving. Alright. Spotter bearings are accurate to within 0.5. Rarely affects the fire mission. May matter when bearings run near parallel or when several measurements compound. Request additional intel if solution seems uncertain. Alright, so first things first, where are we? And let's get all this stuff set up before we go look at the other thing. Oh. It's not just on the ground now. Alright, so we're in I. I6 at 5-3. So they're always roughly in the middle of the map, it seems. Alright, now, spotters. Blup. Blup. I wish we could throw these. Just like get them across the table faster. Alright, so... E. Damn, you're all the way back here. E9. N. 9. 1. Then we have U in HIJK 6 at 5-6. And finally, spotter 3, you're an F. Element. F. F1. Seems simple enough. Who the fuck is DMing me? Okay. Now I've got all this information. I no longer need it. Now, we'll come over here. So... we'll get all of this information. Four and 5 being active in friendly urban sectors isn't great. Because that means there's somewhere over here. Do I have recon planes yet? I might be able to find them. 60?! Alright. Let me find these assholes. I want... Sector C5... Bearing 1. Yeah, I like that. What do we got? I found one of the assholes. Get out of the way, Ragnarok. Okay. So there's number 5, 2, 3. Hold on. Are they all over here? Aren't these friendly urban sectors? Let me figure out what these assholes are. Alright, Infantry 1 is bearing 225 from Spotter 1. Wrong direction. 225. And 258 from spotter 2, who is somewhere close to me. 258. So, supposedly, they're right here. Ish. So then, the next one is 286. Why are they behind me in fucking urban sectors? Yeah, so that's number 2, then. This should say 339. We'll link up on that one, right? Alright, so... that means I know where most of them are. They're all behind me. So if I send someone up from... B4 and go up... it's probably one at the tip of the fucking city. Yeah, we'll do B4. Or... yeah, B4. Same heading, B4. This shit gets expensive. Well, there we go. Target number 1. How am I off? That's a lot more than 0.5 of a kilometer. Well, I have found all of my targets, I guess. Okay, since you two are close together, we'll put a fire mission right in the middle. We'll do 2 fire missions at a time, because then I can just twist this to hit you. Urbanization is the greatest tragedy humanity ever had to face. Yeah. Okay, so I need... 7 kilometers. We'll put 2 powder charges on that. HE. Alright, bearing is 292. $292.4. Okay, so that's my first target, right? Which one's the 292? 7 kilometer bearing. Okay. So we're firing that one first, so that has to stay on top. I need to put an HE in both of these. I'm just gonna buy 2 shells, because I need them. 2 shells per. Alrighty. It's supposed to storm here, Bubby. But it hasn't yet. Alright, so I'm gonna try and do both these at the same time. I just have to pay attention. Alright, chat, you ready to watch me fuck this up? And forget which one is which? Rain never killed anybody, Bubby. Unless you're a witch. And then the bearing to that one is 271. Okay. Now, I should be able to load both of these without fucking this up. This is the true power of the Iron Fist, don't you see? Alright, 2 powder charges, load it. Load it. Alright, so they have very similar arcs. I guess I could get the bearing set up. So top one's first. We just gotta wait for this to get at 292. I gotta hit 292, then I need to immediately start turning back to... I was looking away. 292, 4. Alright. Jesus. $41, $42, $42 exactly. Okay, and then the other one is 45. 4506. Cool. Now, since we're hitting that one first, mark the fire mission off so I remember I did it. This is really when this comes in handy. Because it's HE, it's 292, 42, armed, fire. Alright, now we turn this to... pull this on top, 271. 8. $71, 5. Because the angle's already right, so all I have to do is fire. And there we go. Both fire missions done. That's the fun part, Mickey. There we go, 2 targets dead. 3 targets dead. I'm sure Ragnarok's fine. How was I so horribly off? Alright, I got 2 more fire missions to input. Starting with a distance of 5. 2 powder charges, HE, bearing into target. It's 264 exactly. Alright, that goes on top because it's my first one. And then the other one is 8. 841. 2 powder charges, bearing 257. Perfect. Pull that on the bottom. Now we bring down our HE shells and just go ahead and load those. Two powder charges apiece. And while those get loaded, what do we need? 257? $264, 0. I love that air horn. Alright, so I need 30 and 50. be about there, I think. I just gotta remember. 264, then 257. How is that not 30? 3042. Alright, and then 50... 5046. We're firing the top one first. 264. Armed and ready. $57.5. Armed and ready. Oh shit. Alright, one target down, one target raised die. Ragnarok stops sleeping on top of the board. There we go. All targets eliminated. Ammo bunker. Recon flight over grid P4. Okay. P4. I guess I'll just set the bearing to 2. Alright, I'll do that, and then I need to buy a AP shell. Or the left neck. Why not? There's the target. Get some food then. Alright. I feel like this is, like, in the order of the range. Alright, so I need 750. And bearing... Close enough. Wrong way. 108. It's a hard target. I don't even know what NCLR stands for. But I have a lot of shell types, apparently. They added so many more. Armor-piercing shell, minimal bursting charge, minimal blast radius. Load that sucker in. Alright, I need 108. So we'll turn this way? Yeah, we'll turn that that way, just leave that running. 2 blasting caps. Or powder charges, I mean. Load that in. Keep an eye on that. It's gonna take a minute to get to 108. I'll probably have time to do this before it even gets there. Oh, I can see it right there, too. When it gets to, like, 120, I'll run over there and grab it. Those needs 45, exactly. Yeah, it would have spun faster if I had done that sooner, but... I can't wait to fire a nuclear charge at something, Mickey. 4492, that's pretty close to what I needed. There we go. Alright. Fire mission confirmed, AP shell. Or shell type. Bearing 45. That's not the bearing. 108 is the bearing. Elevation confirmed. The gun is not armed. Now it is. I think that little... You can't see the watch behind me. But, the watch actually looks pretty cool. Alright, mission complete. I think. Well, it's green, so I'm hoping. Stand still until further orders. Aye aye. This definitely rotates with the thing. It's gotta. It's the only thing that makes sense. Royal City reclaimed. Oh great, counter batter. I remember that mission. Well, this is a big map. Well, anyway. That was a taste, because I still need to play my scheduled game today. I will, of course, be playing more on recording. But anyway, time to go play a horror game and regret my life decisions. I still have no idea what the weather's doing.